Hello. So I am recording this outside today because it's a gorgeous day. I absolutely love being outside. So if it gets noisy, there's a lot of children that like to play around here. I won't apologize because it won't be making the noise, but just be prepared for, the random child to be screaming. Okay. So if you clicked on this video, then you know that I am about to talk to you about social anxiety. So social anxiety. Where to even begin? When you live your entire life as an outcast, as a different person, as a weirdo, as someone that no one truly understands, it can be difficult to maintain a sense of calm around a group of people. I would love to say that I have mastered social anxiety. And in a way, I can say that I have, because when I speak in front of a large group of people, or when I sing in front of a large group of people, there is absolutely so much going on in here. So much. And I spend quite a bit of energy focusing on not shaking and not allowing my voice to waver and projecting confidence. Do not get me wrong, I have confidence. But when it comes to speaking to a large group of people to whom most of the time they do not quite understand. And it's not because they are not intelligent, and that's not what I mean at all. It's because we are so programmed that what I say can trigger the egoic mind. And the more that I speak, the more that I talk about the things that have been bouncing around inside of my mind for so many years, the more difficult it becomes. When I speak one-on-one with either the camera or my friends, this is not the case, because I don't feel the energy. But when I stand in front of a group of people, I can feel the energy. And it doesn't matter if I'm even speaking. I am a woman with a mohawk. I draw attention everywhere I go. And a lot of the times, it's not positive attention. People immediately judge me, thinking they know who I am, when they have no clue. And I can feel their projections. I can feel that which they feel when they see me. And it's, a lot of the times it kind of makes me giggle. Because I am nothing like how I appear. A lot of the times I wear nice clothing. I dress nice when I go out places. And so, I have this pretty dress on and, mohawk, and I feel like I don't know what to think about you. Are you gonna kick my ass, or say pretty words. um, or, they just assume that they know what my beliefs are, and they see my crystals, and a lot of the times I get condemned without ever saying a word. And so this can compound that social anxiety. That it's not something that I allow to stop me, because like I talk about, we find courage only when we walk through fear. So I don't want to say I stuff down that anxiety, but I contain that anxiety so that it does not spread. I contain it so that it does not taint. Because the confidence that I have in what I say, the confidence that I have in what I understand and what I believe, and in myself, is so great that I refuse to allow that social anxiety to escape that containment. Not to mention the fact that when we do not contain that anxiety, we tend to react instead of respond. For example, anyone who has social anxiety knows exactly how this feels. When you walk into a room and everybody goes silent, and immediately the very first thought in your mind is, they were talking about me. They don't like me. So then we put up that wall, right? And when we put up that wall of stoicism, or you can't hurt me, then people become rejecting of your energy because they feel as though you're not open. And in that way, you end up putting them off. And when you put them off, now they are coming at you the same way that you are expecting them to. And you have a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Which is another reason why I contain that. Because I am not that person. Yes, I understand there will be people that judge me. Yes, I understand that not everybody will understand what I have to say. And yes, I understand that some people will lash out. I don't take it personally. So I refuse to allow that social anxiety from the past, that feeling of I'll never be accepted, which is where that social anxiety comes from. That feeling of I'll never be accepted cannot taint that which I do, because I do not do this for me. Not in the slightest. I do this for the collective. I do this so that we, all of us, can heal. And that all of us can have a better life, regardless of who you are. Left path, right path, middle path, it doesn't matter. Because we are all from the same exact place. We all come from the same exact source. And I would want absolutely nothing but the best for every single person. So this is my self-sacrifice that I do quite often. I put myself aside, put my own feelings aside, so that what I speak, what I say, what I feel, because of what I'm speaking about, not necessarily my own personal feelings, but what I feel from who I'm speaking to, right? So the empathy that I bring in. I do not allow that social anxiety to cause a barrier. I do not allow that social anxiety to leak. Because if I were to leak my own anxiety, the person that I am speaking to would pick up on that and have a harder time trusting what I have to say, right? So that's why I put the anxiety into a container and breathe through it, speak what I have to speak, absorb what I have to absorb, transmute what I have to transmute. And then after I am done, I release that anxiety. Don't let it stay. Sometimes the ruminating thoughts come in and then I'm like, nope. That is not my energy. That's not my energy. That's not my energy. 3 times, right? 11 when I said that. So I just want you to understand that the social anxiety causes the wall, which makes us feel safe, but it doesn't make us feel inviting. And when we don't feel inviting, we repel. Sometimes it is purposefully, accidentally on purpose. Sometimes it is absolutely on purpose. We build a wall around us so that no one can hurt our tender heart. Or we are completely and totally unconscious of it. And we become programmed by our anxiety. So understand that we are all healing, right? This is a journey. It's not a marathon. This is a lifelong journey. And as we continue to heal, things like social anxiety become easier to manage. One day that social anxiety will no longer exist. And you won't even realize it. You'll just be like, oh wow, that was easy. I didn't even notice. Because you have deprogrammed your mind. You have deprogrammed that thought inside of your head that tells you they will reject me. They will reject me. Okay? You deprogram that because you accept yourself. Again, like I said, I have confidence in myself. I do not require praise because I praise myself. It is solely that memory of being rejected. That's why I can contain it, because I understand it is solely a memory. And memories can't hurt us if we don't allow them. The memory is the past, it's over. And unless we allow that pain to overtake us, it cannot hurt us. I'm fully aware of what the sunshine is doing for my face. I think it's cute. It looks like I got really big cheeks. Like a chipmunk. Oh, I love it. So, when you are still healing, if it's from social anxiety, but you feel called to do something in the public eye, whether it be, poetry and you read your poetry aloud, or stand-up comedy, or singing, or dancing, containing the social anxiety can help until you have lost that memory completely. I hope this helped, and I hope you're having a fabulous day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.